What's up, guys? It's Wally. Today, we're going to be doing some battles with the rental team featuring a special attack Therian Landorus. And I'm sure I know the first question on your mind right now, and that's, why would you want to go and use special attacks when you have a 145 physical attack stat on Landorus? And my answer to that question is, well, why not? I mean, you're up on the ladder with close team cheats, and you can have a lot of fun with that. And especially since a lot of teams end up running Hisuian Arcanine and Landorus to go with the Intimidates, they might think that they're getting the attack drops on you, but surprise, you're a special attacker. And that's extremely nice, especially considering the fact that they're going to be physical attackers. So that Intimidate on Landorus that you're still going to get as opposed to like the Sheer Force on the Incarnate one is going to really affect them as well. Plus, you kind of have the same moveset that you would have on the Incarnate Landorus as well. I mean, you have Sinischa Storm, which is really great because it is a spread ground move. Yeah, it's not necessarily accurate without the rain up, but if you do get the rain up with like Tornadus, or if they end up sending out like a rain setter or something like that, you can always benefit from that by being able to hit that for 100% accuracy. Plus, you have things like Psychic and Sludge Bomb, which are really great coverage moves to have against things like Fairy-type Pokemon, as well as the Fighting types and other things that are pretty common out there. Plus, you do have Terra Blast in case you want to end up going with the 2x stab with the ground type and get a ground Terra Blast over there. And that's really nice because unlike Sinischa Storm, that Terra Blast is going to be 100% accurate. So that's really not a bad move to have. I am not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure that it does get Earth Power, so that would actually be a really great move to have on there as well, because that also does have the ability to lower the special defense. So that would also be a really great move to have on it too. But the other really great thing about this Landorus and these moves on here too is unlike Sheer Force on the Incarnate form, you're potentially going to get the secondary effects from these three moves right here. I mean, Sinischa Storm does have the ability to burn a Pokemon, which is great against the physical attackers. Psychic has the chance to, I think, drop the physical special defense, and then Sludge Bomb, of course, has the chance to poison as well, and that could be extremely beneficial, especially against a bunch of the Pokemon that are out there right now. And again, you do have Terra Blast as well if you do want to get that 2x 100% accurate move onto a Pokemon like a Steel type or a Fire type or something else that would be really weak to a ground type move. Of course, this thing does have the Choice Scarf like the normal Landorus, which is really nice because you're going to be able to outspeed a lot of things. And of course, you might end up taking them by surprise with some of these moves too. So I know it seems a little bit cheesy, but I think this could be a lot of fun. I'm really excited to see what it does up on the ladder. But before we get into it, I do want to send a big thank you out to our buddy AJ, who is the one that gave me this team in chat the other day. So again, AJ, thanks a lot for letting me use the team. But we'll get into the battles, but before we do, as always, if you guys are new here, just haven't yet, make sure to go down and hit the subscribe button. If you guys do enjoy the video, please make sure to drop a like too. Well, let's get into the battles. All right, now this looks like a pretty interesting matchup. Now, they do have Tailwind, and they also have Ursaluna, so, you know. However, does that mean that they also have Trick Room on Fluttermane? That's something we'll find out eventually, I'm sure. But let's end up starting with Torn, and let's start with that special Lando. And then in the back, I think it's... Yeah, I think it's probably... Yeah, I think we could probably end up going with Ogerpon. As much as I'd love to go for Chi-Yu, obviously we can't really necessarily do that, so it might actually have to be a Sinistcha. Although, this is AV, which actually wouldn't be a bad thing. Yeah, you know what? Let's go Urshifu too. I'll trust in that. I want to see what Terra that is again, though. Yeah, let's see what they go with. Do they have something that's more Tailwindy, or do they have something that's more Trick Roomy? That answers my question right there now, doesn't it? Nice. Okay. So... We'll go for our Tailwind here. I wish I could go for the Terra Blast, but honestly, I think we're going to have to go for the Sinischa Storm. No, they're going to Terra anyways. Alright, that's extremely fair, though. They're going to be Ghost. That's alright. That's alright. As long as we hit the Sandseer Storm, I'll be happy. At least we do on one. That is some damn good damage. Thank you for the crit on that one. Yeah, I haven't seen a Water Chi-Yu in weeks. And when I say weeks, I mean months. So, yeah, that was a little unexpected right there. Icy Wind, thankfully... Ooh, actually, hold on. Okay, this one is not Covert Cloak. My bad. I'm so used to running with ones that are. Right. Well, let's go Ogerpon here. Tornadus didn't get a trick or a Tailwind up. Kind of wish I would have went Sunny Day then. That's fine. Let's go Bleak Wind. Let's go Bleak Wind. I'm a Spiky Shield on this one. Nice. Okay, good. And that means they're not... Hold on now. Okay, that's fine. Okay, we knock out Chi-Yu, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. That was the thing I was worried about. I really wanted to knock out Chi-Yu just so it didn't have, you know. That's alright, here comes another Icy Wind. Or just a Bleak Wind, my bad. Does it knock out? Not quite! Torn hanging in there, somehow. Some way. Ooh, but in Orilla. That's fine. Grassy Seed? You bet. Alright, the good thing is they already terrestrialized, so they can't really get out of it. Let's do that, though. Let's go for the Ivy Cudgel over in Orilla. Yeah, again, chances are they're going to end up faking out, and it's probably going to be into Ogerpon slot, but it's possible they go for like a Grassy Glide or something, or even a fake out up into Torn, though. I don't know, though. We're about to see. Yeah, that's fair. Knock out Tornadus before anything, and then they'll have a Bleak Wind Storm. Understandable. Alright, well, at least we take them out in one shot. We know that for a fact. But now, can we survive a Bleak Wind? I believe we can, but... yeah. There's no speed drop. Thank you. Alright. Now we leave it up to Urshi. Urshi and Ogerpon. It is unfortunate that we ended up getting knocked out right away with Lando. Healthy boost in speed. Okay, cool. Give Tailwind for one more. But the good thing, again, is that they cannot protect. That is a big positive right there. But they can also go with the Tailwind. But they don't! Wow! I'm actually surprised at that. So we KO Tornadus. I'm actually really surprised they didn't go for a Tailwind there. Huh. Yeah, and that's going to be game. Yeah, again, really unfortunate that we ended up losing Lando on that first one. We still did some good damage with the Sandseer Storm, even though it was a spread and it obviously missed the other one because it's a flying type, but still. We still... holy cow. Still did some pretty good stuff there with Landorus, but I'm actually surprised that they didn't go with the Tailwind there. I think they would have actually potentially won there if they went with the Tailwind, but... either way, I'm not going to complain. Good game. Okay, now this could actually be a really good one to start Landorus. I only say that because I think we could actually... we might be able to kind of trick them into allowing us to go with a Psychic here because, again, you usually think, well, maybe potentially a Flying Terra on Lando, so maybe they would still terrestrialize into water. What's Lando again? We're Ground Terra, yeah. That's okay. We're going to start Torn and Lando. Either way, we're still going to get the Intimidate, and I'm okay with that. And then in the back, let's go... I feel like going with Urshifu would be against my better judgment. Yeah, so let's end up going with... yeah, let's go with Ogerpon, and let's... You know what? Still gonna go with it. I'm okay with that. I forget that the Ogerpon doesn't have something like Stomping Tantrum or anything like that as like a ground move to kind of cover for like a fire type or something like that. So yeah, we're fine here. We're gonna be good. And by that I mean like the dog over there. So at least we'll have the water to kind of go into that. And we'll have Lando now too. Okay. Okay. Let me think about this now. Alright, we're definitely going to get our Tailwind here. Definitely going to get our Tailwind. Okay, so Arcanine typically terrestrializes into Fairy type or Grass type. So I'm going to try to call that and go for the Sludge Bomb into Arcanine. Okay, well, my bad for trying to call that. Wow, and they actually got the taunt off first, but thankfully we do have the Mental Herb. We'll get the Tailwind off, that's pretty nice. And unfortunately now we're kind of choiced into that Sludge Bomb. Not ideal. But that's okay. We get the poison, that is really huge. So that's, yeah, that's going to be good. Question is, though, do we just swap out here? I'm going to go with the Bleak Wind Storm. Let's try to go Sludge Bomb over on Tornadus. That's fine. Get their Tailwind up. That's okay. We'll get a Bleak Wind Storm. We hopefully hit both. Sorry, Sludge Bomb first. No poison, though. Good damage in scoring, though. I appreciate that. Arcanine takes a little extra damage here. Okay, if they're going to continue to go Extreme Speed, though... No, I think we're just going to have to say goodbye to Tornadus. And only reason why I say that is because... the only reason why I say that is because I do not want to swap into a Bleak Wind Storm from their Tornadus. So let's do that, and let's go... Let's go into Tornadus one more time. No shot! That's actually really awesome, I'm not gonna lie. That's really big. The fact that we survived, we get the Sludge Bomb, we KO, and then I think we're gonna be able to KO with the Bleak Wind Storm. And it's guaranteed to hit now because they set up the Rain Dance. Okay, but it does not KO. However, now because of the poison damage, it does. That's perfect. Now my question is it worth it to swap out to get the Intimidate? They do have Urshifu. Alright, Alright, Urshifu's gonna have to be our endgame. Urshifu's gonna be the endgame, so let's swap into Ogerpon, which I know that sucks. However, the main thing here is the fact that we need to get one more Tailwind up. Or at least get them to waste an Aqua Jet. So So let's do that, and let's do that over there. Question is, are they choiced? We're going to see who goes first here. If Urshifu goes first, they're Choice Scarf. If not, then, well, we'll know. Oh, we still go first. No poison, though. Nice. Alright, so we lose Lando. That's not fun by any stretch of the imagination. However, here's the positive thing. We get to go Tornadus now. Alright. Good to know that they're not choice, though. That's the main thing. That's the main thing for me. So here's what we're going to do. Not terrestrializing into fire. That would be absolutely ridiculous. So let's go for the, I'm gonna go for the Wood Hammer over into Urshifu. Let's go for the Tailwind. Okay. Question is, are they going to go Aqua Jet? They do not. That's actually big. Now, they're still going to outspeed us with the Dazzling Gleam. It's going to knock us out. Ogerpon's still in there. Now, question is, who's faster? Answer is us. Pull out the KO on Urshifu. I think we actually KO ourselves, though, unfortunately. Let's see first, though. Not quite! Let's go! And now we still have our Tailwind up, and that's extremely huge now. Now we can terrestrialize into water. We're not going Ivy Cudgel. Let's do that. Let's terrestrialize into water. Let's go for those Surging Strikes, and let's call that a game. Because we're going to outspeed because we have the Tailwind up. They do not. And even if they went with a Protect here for some reason, we're going to hit through it. So, thank you, Urshifu. I know I complain about you all the time because you are extremely broken and make this meta not extremely fun. Oh, Ogerpon still goes first. But it's nice to be able to use this sometimes. But there we go. Good game. Didn't even need Urshifu there, so that was kind of a pointless Terra, but either way, my goodness. Either way, we still came out with a victory right there. And again, I think having Landorus there in the beginning, I think it was extremely nice. Being able to get that poison over onto Arcanine. I wish it would have terrestrialized into Fairy or Grass or something like that, so it would have been super effective. Would have been a really great call, but unfortunately that was not the case. But thankfully, again, we did get the poison, and we're able to kind of take them out from, I guess, that perspective. So there we go. Good game. All right, now this is one where we would have to potentially worry about like Zoroark or something like that. However, the good thing here is we don't really have a Fake Out Mon, so or any like normal moves for that matter. So at least we don't have to worry about like missing an actual hit. However, we might have to worry if like say like it's hands. And we don't want to go with like a like a dark move over there, which would be really great in Zoroark. So again, a lot of mind games here from them, but I'm totally okay with that. We're gonna start Tornadus and honestly, let's start Tornadus along with actually okay with going with Chi-Yu here. Then we'll have Lando in the back along with... I'm a little worried to bring them, so I think we might end up going with... we're going to go with Ogerpon here. Sinistcha wouldn't be horrible, but again, we do have to worry about potential flying moves, obviously from Tornadus, but then if they end up terrestrializing flying with Landorus, we're going to have to worry about that too. So... yeah, I think we'll be okay here, though. Fingers crossed. We actually see a pretty good lead. Okay. Now, is that really who they appear to be? That's the question. Alright, let me see what the speed is on this thing, though. 152, that's actually not bad. 152, but again, Ogerpon was what, like 160? 162. That would have to be a not... that would have to be a bulky one, which actually wouldn't be horrible, to be honest with you. So let's go Tailwind here. Actually, you know what? I think we're going to do that. Let's do that, and let's go with the Terra Blast over there. Because if they are faster, we would be donezo with an Ivy Cudgel. At least this will give us an opportunity to survive one if they are faster, and if not, we're going to be faster, and the Terra Blast, the Poison Terra Blast, is going to be enough to take them out. I didn't even realize which Terra Blast that was. Okay, this is going to be good then. Okay, never mind, this is not going to be good then. Alright, well, that's not great. Okay, here's what we're going to do instead then. Let me see who they have in the back. Ooh, they could potentially bring out Lando next. Alright, I'm gonna go Bleak Wind. Oh, that's right, Respect. I feel like that Terra Blast is gonna go into like Landorus or something like that. That's alright. We'll still do it though. We'll see if we can still KO. Again, the downside is that they do end up raising their special defense. Or not, because they're not doing that. Okay, cool. Nice, we are faster. We do get the Terra Blast first. We are going to KO. Really quickly, too, which is really, really nice. And we'll get this Bleak Wind, single target. It's a good amount of damage for that, too. And obviously boost it a little bit more because we have Chi-Yu out there. Who's your next mon friend? Hands? Nope. That's fair enough. I knew they were going to show up at some point. Alright, here's what we're going to do. Yeah. I think this is one because they're probably going to end up going for like a stopping tantrum over into Chi-Yu because the poison obviously is weak to ground. So I think that's what they end up doing. So let's go with the Bleak Wind Storm and let's swap into Landorus. Now, I realized in the last battle, you know, obviously, I think we got intimidated into our Landorus. And I'll be honest with you, I was a little worried with that too, until I realized, like, between last battle and this battle, yeah, we're a special type. We're a special attacker. So, yeah, that Intimidate really didn't mean anything. So that's good to know, but the Intimidate's going to mean something to them, because there's no way they're not going to take advantage of a 145. Yeah, 145, attack. Can we get a speed drop? We cannot. They do miss a Hurricane. Holy cow. Hurricane, huh? Yeah, definitely not what I was expecting there at all. So let's go Bleak Wind Storm. Let's go Bleak Wind Storm, and let's end up going... gonna have to go like Psychic over there though. Good damage. It's fine. As long as we don't flinch, we're okay. I shouldn't have said anything. And they miss another Hurricane! No way! That is incredible! Losing Tailwind is not though, but we're gonna have to put that right back. I'm okay with that. And I actually wonder if we can knock out, and we'll come close on Lando. So it is unfortunate we're both going to take a... Well, not a Bleak Wind, because they're going with Hurricane. So one of them's going to take a Hurricane. But hopefully we can actually knock out Lando before they get a Rock Slide. Let's hope. Nice. Pure power. I love it. And it's crazy because, again, what is it? Only a 105? Oh my goodness. Oh, I feel so bad for them. That is 3 missed Hurricanes. You know, I complain about Bleak Wind Storm all the time because that accuracy is just not great. Like, so much so that today on stream, I kept track of all the Bleak Winds that we ended up doing. By the way, let's go into a Bleak Wind here, and let's swap back into Chi Yu. Man, I feel so bad. But yeah, I kept track of them, and out of 29 Bleak Winds, we hit 20 and we missed 9. And that means that is a 69% accuracy, which means that is less than what is advertised. However, that is not a great sample size there because it's only 29 and there are a lot more that end up happening. Uh-oh. And there's another missed Bleak Wind. However, they have missed so many of their whatchamacallits, of their Hurricanes, that honestly I can't be upset at that. So let's go into Lando here. Let's go into Lando. Now, I don't think they have terrestrialized. I don't think. Okay, so we do get the Intimidate. They have not. So I actually do not know what terror they're going to be. Honestly, Sandseer Storm would knock that thing out if we knew it was going to stay that type. Because if that turns into a grass type, that would be bad. If it turned into a fire type, that would be good. Into a water type, that would be neutral. It's so tough. I feel like to be safe, let's go with the Psychic, and then let's go with the Heat Wave. But yeah, we're going to see their Terror right here. I just don't know what it's going to be. Good one with the Sandseer Storm. That's okay, though. We can always swap out and try to get another one in, though. Smart call. Dude, I should have went with the Sandseer Storm because that automatically would hit, too. And not the Heat Wave, though. Not the Heat Wave. No burn either. Well, that's a little unfortunate, not gonna lie. But at least they take a little residual there. Alright. Let's be smart, though. Are we really gonna swap into Ogerpon? No. Come on. So, let's get the Psychic over there. And we're just going to take the KO. Question is, do they end up protecting? They do not, thankfully for us. So we'll pick up that KO, and then now all we can really hope for is a burn. That got a little sloppy there, I'm not going to lie. That got a little sloppy. But we're okay. The Heavy Slam, not even going to come close. Well, actually, yeah, it came pretty close, not going to lie. But that's fine. We pick this up with the Psychic, and we can go Heat Wave one more time, too. That's fine. And we actually hit. There we go. I understand. You got to play that out because you can always miss the Heat Wave, and we are kind of choiced into that. But either way, though, we're going to have the speed with Ogerpon out there afterwards. But there we go, man. That special Lando really kind of coming in clutch right there. And again, with the Lando out there of their own, if they would have swapped out and brought it right back in, that Intimidate wouldn't have made a difference at all, and we would have been good to go. So there we go. Good game. So even though it does kind of feel like you are wasting that 145 attack power on Landorus, going with the special one can actually still work. I mean, 105 really isn't that bad when you think about it. I mean, yeah, it definitely isn't 145, but 105 isn't that bad. And you can always have the same moveset on this Landorus as you would on the Incarnate one. I mean, yeah, you don't get the benefit of the sheer force. However, with Psychic and Sludge Bomb and Sandsear Storm, the extra benefits that you would get from them with the burn, I think that's a special defense drop, and then the potential poison, those would still be intact. So you can still get those, as you saw with the poison in one of those battles. But also, along with that, those are some pretty good moves that will still cover you. I mean, Sludge Bomb is going to be really great, obviously, into Fairy-Mons. Psychic would be great, especially into things like Iron Hands. And, of course, Sandsear Storm, with that chance to burn, is great against physical attackers. And, of course, with the ground typing, it's still going to be really good into a lot of different typings as well. And, of course, if you do end up terrestrializing into ground and getting that 2x stab, you could always end up going with that Terra Blast as well. It's kind of like Earth Power, but it's Terra Blast. So either way, you could definitely do that. And again, with the Choice Scarf, you're definitely going to outspeed a lot of things. And especially if you put up that Tailwind with Tornadus, you're going to have a really good time with that. And plus, you still have that Intimidate. You don't have, obviously, I pointed out you don't have the sheer force, but thankfully you still have that benefit of the Intimidate. And if you end up going up against something like a Landorus as well, obviously you saw in those last couple battles, with the Intimidate going into Landorus, with this being a special attacker, really ain't going to make a difference. So, again, I think the special Landorus, although a little bit cheesy, could be a lot of fun, and especially up on the ladder, could definitely take a lot of teams by surprise. But thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the battles. If you guys did, make sure to drop a like, and I'll see you guys next time.